I'm Shayna. This is Shayna Keen Wellness, where we talk about mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health. I'm glad you're here. Okay, I just dropped my daughter off for school, first grade, and I'm feeling a bit emotional this morning. I've been really looking forward to her going back to school just because then I have more time during the day to like do my work and focus on creating things. I don't know, does anybody else like with kids struggle like when you drop them off somewhere for some other caregiver or, you know, a camp or a school or whatever? Does anybody else have like a wave of emotion turning your child over to somebody else? Yeah. So I'm processing that this morning. But I am excited because I'm on my way to go meet a friend of mine who we went to high school together, and we connected back, several years. It's been many years ago. I think before my daughter was born. So probably 7 or 8 years even. When I was interested in, I was really doing a lot of fermenting, and I made my own kombucha, and so I was interested in moving into making kefir. So she gave me some stuff for that. Anyway, she is now in the health arena as well, and she does coaching, and she's had her own kind of body and health transformation, so to speak. You know, it's like the things that cause us the most pain then become our medicine, and the things that we can help others with. So I'm on my way to go meet her this morning and catch up, and so that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be exciting. Maybe I'll show you a snip of that, and I'm hoping there'll be some collaborations in the future, because I think there's a lot that we can what's the word, I don't know, I guess there's a lot we can collaborate on. There's a lot of balance between the two of us. So that's my morning so far. I woke up at a decent time, did my HIIT workout, did some meditation. I tried out a new app. It's pretty good, and had my tea, got ready, got the kid ready. So it's been a very active morning. My dog's looking at me like, hey, where are you going? Why aren't you staying here with me? So that's on the agenda this morning. I'm just gonna keep driving, and I will check in with you later. All right, I made it to my destination. I'm here a little bit early, but I did that on purpose. So here's the thing I wanted to share with you. So in processing this feeling, this like overwhelming feeling of almost like anxiety and grief, I was tuning into it, and I was like, I'm like, who does this belong to? Because this doesn't really feel like mine. And that's what I wanted to share with you today, is a lot of times we pick up other people's crap. Like, there are statistics that say like 80% of the stuff that we feel is not even ours. So I tuned into it, and it was my daughter's. So I picked up her sadness and anxiety of going in there, being away from me the whole day. And so it was her emotions that I was feeling. So I just processed that and released that. So that's a tip, right? Anytime you're feeling stuff, especially if it comes on really quick, a lot of times the chances are it's not yours. So just ask, like, who does this belong to? Is this mine? If it's not, you can return to sender with consciousness. You can, I think a lot of times just the awareness and the acknowledgement of it is enough to help shift it, but I like to send it back or release it, just so that I'm not holding it in my body anymore or in my field. So, all right, I'm gonna go in and check in with you later. All right, back home now. It was really good. We had such a great conversation, and I feel like we're really aligned, and I'm excited. We talked about doing some in-person experiences or retreats or like little health fairs or something like that. So hopefully we can get that going. I think that'll be really helpful for people. One thing that we had talked about, and it's kind of been on my mind that I would love to share with people, is just the body. Like, so many people think that being healthy is simple, just like follow an eating plan and exercise. But it's not, because there's so much underneath that. You know, you can't restrict and punish your way to health. It has to come from a place of love and nurturing. And so you have to really know why you're doing something. You know, why, what is your real objective? It's really not about losing weight. It's about something so much more. Because your weight is just a symptom of something else, something bigger, something deeper. And really, when you're thinking about doing any kind of like health improvement or protocol, you got to do the foundational stuff first. When I was in my training for having coaching certification, a lot of what we learned, it stems from childhood. You know, why do you get upset and turn to chocolate chip cookies? Because they remind you of grandma's love. Or, you know, why is it so hard to not eat the chocolate or the potato chips or the donuts or the cake or whatever? So many people these days they're not in their bodies. They're super dissociated. They don't want to be in their bodies. They're not comfortable there. They dissociate, and then they're not feeling their emotions. They're not feeling their body's signals. They're not feeling if they're full. They're not feeling if they need something, and they can't process it. So if they feel some discomfort, some anxiety, some sadness, some grief, some anger, whatever it is, it's like they throw something at it to numb it, you know, whether that's food or alcohol or shopping or smoking, whatever the vice might be, right? All these aholics, alcoholic, shopaholic. I guess porn's not an aholic, but you know, anything that they can do to distract themselves and avoid being in their bodies and feeling and dealing with whatever it is. And usually it's really quick, you know, like maybe it's 3 minutes, maybe it's like as long as 15 minutes, but can you imagine 15 minutes of tuning in and like feeling and processing something, and then it's gone? It doesn't keep coming up to be heard, to be addressed. It just, I think we're all guilty of this, but if you think about it, it's like, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I just take the time to process it and feel it and deal with it? Anyway, so one of the things we talked about today is like people in this world think in terms of instant gratification. I want everything quick, 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 quick. I want to lose weight quick. I want to do everything quick, right? And really it's a process. I would say if you are looking to lose weight or change habits, like it's going to take at least a year. You know, you got to do all the underlying work, the mental work, digging in the past, the foundational stuff. You got to change habits. You got to address consistency issues, self-sabotage, all that stuff has to get addressed. It's a process, and you need to give yourself time to work through it and to process things and to acclimate and integrate things. I mean, it really is not a 6-week program ever. if somebody's telling you you can lose all this weight in 6 weeks and it's gonna stay off forever, it's a lie. They're just trying to make a quick buck off you. There's not a supplement, a exercise gadget, a belt, a magical drink. There's nothing out there that you can do that's going to give you a quick fix that's going to be permanent. Even bariatric surgery is not going to be a permanent fix for you. And I know a lot of people, they get overwhelmed and they just give up because they feel like there is no other choice. There's no other alternative. They've tried everything. Nothing works. This is their last resort. And a lot of times they haven't done the foundational work, the inner work, the looking at their patterns and behaviors and beliefs that stem from childhood, or maybe it's not even theirs. So anyway, so lots of great conversations today. And I wanted to share that because so much of any health journey, whether you want to lose weight or it's something else, anxiety, depression, sleep, energy, whatever your health goal is there's always foundational work. The thing that you're trying to solve is always a symptom of something else, okay? You have to go to the source and resolve that issue for the symptom to become, resolved or go away. So I think that's my message today is, for any kind of physical change, there's always other components. There's always spiritual, mental, emotional components, always. And you've got to be willing to do that part of it. You've got to, otherwise there's no lasting change. The same issues are gonna keep surfacing over and over, no matter what program or plan or system you try, no matter what. And nobody wants to go there these days, I get it. It takes time. You have to slow down. It's not an instant gratification. It's not easy. It's going to be a little just, uncomfortable, but it's so, so rewarding. Like, I can't even express that enough, like how rewarding it is. It will literally change your life. So, all right. And you have to be willing to be in your body. Like, you have to be in your bodies. You have to be able to feel and listen and hear the cues. Anyway, I digress. Now I'm rambling. Anyway, that's all for me today. This was a little bit of different video format. I kind of took you along on my morning today. And so hopefully you liked that. I thought it might be a little more interesting than me sitting and talking to you. Anyway. That's all for me now. Be well, everyone, and talk to you later.